Hey, what's
Hello.
up, everybody? Hey, welcome in. This is a live stream that at least I do every year. This year it's happening on Soda Pop with some of my good buddies. We got Josh to my, well, I guess this is your right,
Sure.
and then even to his right, righter is Malunis. And down beneath the two of them, that's a good buddy, Matt Hunt. Welcome in, my friend.
I'm trying. Welcome to me. Thank you,
Yeah.
guys. I'm trying to cheers to Chris. But
Yeah,
he is but a logo.
I know. Yeah, poor Chris. He had to do something else. I don't know. Why he hopped in and just left. Immediately, he went away.
10 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. We're here for the Rider press conference. It's happening in about half an hour.
Yep.
If you guys need some links, I will have a Twitter link provided, and it'll scroll at the bottom. Maybe I can post it. I'll see about posting it. But in terms of information and leaks, everything we want to know going into this, Matt, I believe you have quite a bit of information for us.
I can go in my brain and pull up the leak that is most probably true now that we've seen all the REVICE stuff from the movie that just came out.
Sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm sure
Sorry,
everybody has seen if you got the REVICE form, or I should say the REVI form, because we have REVI and Vice.
Right.
But their form in the movie, the Megalodon form, is based on Decade. So what they're doing this year is we're going to get, it's an anniversary show, but they're not really calling it that. Like, it'll be obvious to Rider fans that this is a Decade form or this is a Kabuto form, but they're not going to say it in the show as far as we're aware.
Yeah, it's not like Geo Decade armor. It's not going to like
right.
Exactly. It's just going to look like it, which it really does look like Decade if you look at it.
It
dead
does.
on. It's like really obvious. But it also has those shark features, so it's a cool idea. It's a little random.
Yeah.
A lot random. I shouldn't say it's a little random.
It was a. I haven't had a good look at the stampers, but someone had pointed out, oh yeah, there's this detail just above the Megalodon on the stamper where it kind of looks like part of Decade's helmet, and apparently that same kind of detail can be seen with REVICE's helmet detail on his default transformation item. That's a neat detail.
It looks. That's a good point. It looks like they are the helmets. It continues with the other stamps. Now I'm trying to. I just pulled it up. So the rumor that we got the other day, and I might drop a few because there was a lot of forms, quote unquote, leaked. There he is in his beautiful head.
Hey,
what's up, man?
So we have Decade and Megalodon, which is confirmed. There was Fies and Pteranodon, and apparently in the movie Vice, spoiler warning for those who don't want to be spoiled. Vice turns into the bike this year. So I think if the rumors are true, when Revi gets his Fies form, which is a Pteranodon, Vice turns into the bike, which is
that's cool.
Very nice.
And Vice seems to not change too much in his forms. Like Revi gets a completely new bodysuit, basically. But Vice just kind of gets a new helmet, it looks like, maybe some new shoulder pads. But his actual color scheme and everything doesn't seem to change. His stamp logo kind of changes. So we have Fies Pteranodon. We have Forze Gorilla, which there is an image floating around, but I don't know if it's fake or not. If it's real, it does literally look like Forze got stapled onto.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a Photoshop from someone.
It looked like it.
Yeah,
but I say that, but then I look at the REVI Decade form, and I'm
like, fair.
It could be pretty close.
It's true.
01 is supposed to be a giraffe.
I was about to say
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I could see Forze Gorilla working because he's got the bulky forearms. It tracks.
It was like one of the less random of them. Kabuto is supposed to be a bear. Again.
What?
The animal was right there.
Yeah.
guess the idea is that
This is like
do something that's like if it's based on an insect or an animal, they don't want to do that animal.
Yeah,
I'm not sure why, but it's obvious that's what it is.
Because half of them be grasshoppers.
Yeah. Well, so Ichigo is supposed to be the December power up, like his.
That'd be cool,
right? But I don't think anyone mentioned what animal it is yet.
Yeah.
So it could be a grasshopper, but it seems like they're going the route of we don't want to use the motif of the rider. Kuga is a lion.
Goldcat is saying that Goldcat in the chat is saying Saber will be a dove. Is that?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I know Vice does turn into a duck in the movie. But I think it's more of a joke kind of thing where he's a rubber duck. Because there's a whole onsen hot spring motif going on. I think someone's relative either works at a hot spring in the show. So I think in the movie they actually end up in the hot spring, apparently in their rider suits. So it's going to be a fun, interesting thing. Kiva did a little bit of that too, but not to that extent. I'm trying to think if I'm missing any forms. Oh, the third quote unquote rider, who is the second rider actually. If we're saying Revi is first rider, Vice is second rider, he would be the third rider. Is supposed to be a wizard motif, but mixed with an owl, which actually sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, for sure.
So they're kind of doing the Geo and Gates kind of thing, where like some of them get some of the riders, and some of them get the other. Yeah,
that's what it seems like it's gonna be. And then there was a big rumor on 5chan a couple of months ago when we first got the revised title that looks like it's pretty dead on. It called the decade form being shown off in the summer movie. It called him showing up in the summer movie. It called the 01 giraffe thing. And from that rumor, the second rider, which would be the third rider here, is supposed to be able to harness powers from evil, like enemy riders. So the example
I really want to see that.
Yeah, the example they gave was his Ryuki form is not Ryuki, it's Ryuga, that kind of thing. So in the event that they share stamps with each other, he would get the dark version. So if
that'd be so cool.
Oh, I think X-Aid was there too. What was X-Aid?
Genmu?
No. Yeah, he would be Genmu, but
yeah.
I think
what the animal would be, yeah.
It'll come to me. Geo's animal is a Brachiosaurus. And that's going to be the robot of the year. So it'll look more like a robot, I think, than a Brachiosaurus, but it'll be Brachiosaurus themed.
I wonder if it'll kind of look like the time machine.
Yep,
or something.
I think that's the Deno.
Yes, a chance to reuse that 3D model, of course. How could I forget?
Was a mammoth, I think, in the rumors. Again,
the chat is saying X8 is a jackal over and over and over again.
Yes. That's the one. I think that's all of them that were in that rumor. I think in the I'm gonna mess up. Someone was a falcon. I think either Double was a falcon or
one of such random choices, but it's neat.
And then the last part of that rumor that came out was that there was going to be a trio of evil riders, which would be Bat, Spider, and then the last one was
Cobra.
Ambiguous. But we can kind of assume what the third would be if it's following the pattern. It would be a Cobra.
Yeah.
They love that tradition.
Trio. So that sounds really cool. It specifically pointed out that they're a villain group. So I don't know if it's going to be the villains of the show or just get rider forms or what. But it's interesting that it's being brought up that early. I'm assuming it's going to be like Night Rogue and Bloodstark and Build, but done where they're actually riders, not just rider adjacent. I think that was it.
Well, weren't those the same three animals from the evil cars and Drive too?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the quote unquote shocker, and like it's the first three villains in Kamen Rider, I think. I know Spider is the first. but it's the big three that they often go to for their kaijin. So that sounds cool. From the toy list that we got, the Zenkaiger side of things was a little bit more detailed. The REVICE side was like Saber last year. It was literally just, what is this item? Does it have electronics? And not even really how much it is. So I think tonight, once the press conference happens, any wholesaler, like toy people, will probably get another copy of the toy list.
That would be like decoded.
That'll circulate around. We might get a little bit more.
Okay.
Because that's what happened with Saber.
Gotcha.
With
okay.
Saber, just like the first thing from Saber, it was basically like, comes with a book, is a dragon. We didn't even get that this time. It was like pension bill. RH figure.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, it sounds like really, really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Again, it's that whole thing of like aesthetics versus story content. I mean,
Sure.
It sounds really cool. People seem to be digging it, at least on the Japan side. I'm sure we'll get into it. There's a lot of controversy right now, at least in the Western fandom, for good reason.
Yeah.
But hopefully the show does not focus on said character too much, and people can find a way to view it without, they have.
Sure.
I'll just say that I personally believe if you're not watching the show for that reason, you are well within your rights to do so, and I agree with you. I feel you.
Yeah.
It's
all at your own pace.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. I don't. It's something that I like. The actor, I don't like him as a person, but I also don't want to let it ruin the work of the other actors.
Sure.
Right.
They're just trying to work.
Over on DeviantArt, I gave my lengthy version of what I said on Twitter, and it basically amounted to, look, unless this was a situation where the actors themselves were caught on set doing something offensive, or if the main writer of the show was known for having an offensive opinion, then I could see that being, if you're supporting a show, then you're supporting this. In this case, it's like, this was something that happened a couple of years ago. It's unfortunate, but I'm going to be honest. It's known that Toei actors don't get paid well, so I don't worry about supporting the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it, I guess.
Trying to lighten the mood a little bit, but yeah.
Don't worry, you're not putting money in his pocket because Toei really isn't either.
Toei.
What a good thing, isn't it?
If it helps.
Yeah, I mean, it's a situation that I think is going to unfortunately happen more and more as we kind of get into a thing where just, I mean, I love Japan. I lived there for a while. I love the culture. I love the people. But there are some things that are backwards, and it's in contrast to the stuff that we watch, the stuff that we enjoy, and the people being so nice and polite. You don't really associate one with the other, but it is unfortunately a part of the culture because it is so. There's like 99% of Japan is Japanese by nationality.
Sure.
So it's more ignorance than out and out racism in most cases. But it does. People should not be. People should be able to say their opinions, voice their opinions, because it is an important opinion to have. I just don't want people who are looking forward to the show to be attacked by those people voicing their opinions. Like, if you're gonna not watch the show for that reason, I am fully behind you. But don't ruin it for people who are watching it that may not be. There's kids on Twitter. Kids are going to be watching the show, and I don't want that to ruin their enjoyment of it. And don't attack producers and toy store owners because
seriously,
Jesus Christ,
it's not cool. But all that serious stuff out of the way. Aesthetically, on paper, all the stuff sounds really cool. It's our first dinosaur rider. If you're not including O's, that's a big deal.
Yeah, I can't believe that took so long.
That because there was one podcast I used to listen to that would always say, yeah, it's the thing you're never going to see, a dinosaur themed rider, insect themed Sentai, and because of that, because it's such a thing that you're never going to see, I saw that there was the dinosaur motif, and I was like, oh, what does that say about rider? Oh no, what does that say about Sentai?
Yeah,
that they're using the Sentai motifs with rider.
Even though he is a dinosaur themed rider, they're more taking the approach of ancient animals with it, which is different. It's adjacent to dinosaurs, but it's more like I don't even want to say it's like Jew Ranger, because at that point when Jew Ranger came out in the 90s, most people thought that mammoths and saber-tooth tigers were dinosaurs. And that was kind of just, I mean, like kids, like you would see things like, you know, not like scientists didn't, but
yeah,
you associated.
Kids are dumb.
Oh, scientists.
Also, you have a more recent example, which is the Magia from 01.
What happened?
Like you got a mantis. I was saying that got a more recent example.
The one that I forgot. Gaim is a mantis.
Yeah, it's like, hey, that reminds me, 01 did this motif for the monsters. That's interesting.
Yeah, exactly. So I assume they were maybe testing it with 01.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Something that they
also
could do.
For everybody asking in the chat, I keep putting the link. I don't know how to like pin this link at all.
To me, it's literally on my screen.
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah, it's at the bottom.
In pink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Large as life.
Very hard to miss. Yeah, it's an interesting take. It does, not to get too off topic because this is Kamen Rider and let's keep it Kamen Rider. It does question me being a Sentai diehard. It does make me wonder what is the plan for next year, because if Rider is doing this, could Sentai be doing something that maybe they weren't able to do prior because Rider's doing this? It does open up a lot of questions.
My joke was that because the observation was made that Zenkaiger feels a little bit Metal Heroes, a little bit Robocon because of all the robots, and I was saying, like, wouldn't it be funny if next year they had Kikai Sentai something else, and then the next year they remove the Sentai and it just progressively becomes Metal Heroes?
I mean, it's possible. The thing with Metal Heroes, I think if Shirakura is to be believed in his interviews, the idea behind Zenkaiger was to give Sentai a little bit of Kamen Rider. Obviously, there's Metal Heroes inspiration in Zenkaiger. There's a lot of it. It's got that Kabutak feel to it. The suits obviously are more inspired by Metal Hero, but if we're believing the interviews behind the scenes stuff, it was that he feels Kamen Rider over the last couple of years has taken a lot of Sentai's stuff.
Oh yeah.
Especially with Saber, especially with the robots coming in every year. So he wanted to have a show where they kind of fought back a little bit. So you have, you know, there's only 3 human rangers right now, right? And they're kind of adversarial to each other, which is a very Rider thing, while Saber's kind of doing the team stuff. So it's interesting. I think we're in like a weird and cool experimentation phase, which is why I'm really excited for REVICE and whatever Sentai 2022 is going to be, just because I want to see how they play off these themes.
Yeah, the whole like Reiwa era, like fresh start, was like a good way to start doing that. So
I thought you were going to say they were stealing from Rider and the fact that they're good, and now Rider stealing from Sentai and the fact that it's bad.
Oh,
Chris is not wrong. I make no secret that I just don't enjoy Saber. I do think that it has improved a lot from that first couple episodes, because man, those first couple episodes are fun to watch. And the last couple episodes have been, you know, fairly okay, like on the eyes. But it's just not one of my favorite shows. Meanwhile, Zenkaiger, I think, is just hitting it out of the park. As far
it's
as
so good. It's so
goes. It's not going to be like everyone's favorite show because of how meta it is and because of how goofy it is. And it's basically making fun of it's our Car Ranger is basically how I look at it.
Yeah.
It's insane, and but at the same time, there is a darker something going on. I think I'm interested to see where REVICE falls in the goofy versus serious kind of thing, because apparently, from people who've seen the movie, it's definitely got a more of a comedic bent to it.
Yeah, I kind of got that from like the very few tiny clips that leaked out. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's about a scientist maybe selling his soul to the devil. So, how comedic is it going to be? Like, I don't know.
Hilarious.
Lots of laughs there.
Really funny stuff, kids. I recommend going out and reading it right now.
Tokupunk in the chat said there's a rumor that Sentai will be demon themed next time, and there's proof of that in episode 18.
So there is a rumor right now that Sentai will be yokai themed, not demon themed. Which is a translation for yokai, but whatever.
So they all have yokai watches. I get it.
They got them on discount at Toys R Us.
We just bought 70 of them for $10.
I was going to say
that right now, Demon Slayer is so popular.
That's what I was about to go with. Is that I know someone who's big into Demon Slayer, and he was saying, I think that Sentai is going to do Demon Slayer next time because each character is like a swordsman who has their distinct pattern that is associated with them, and they work under an organization.
The main cast of Demon Slayer, they're like in different Sentai colors and stuff, and they have elements, and so it would make sense. And then I think definitely I expect a Japanese motif of some kind, whether that be ninjas or samurai or something else, just because of the last couple of toku we've had have been more Western. Like Saber is very much a Western themed show. It's knights and all that.
They all have cowboy hats. Makes sense.
All cowboy hats. All cowboy hats, revolvers with their swords. No, but I expect something like, if not yokai exactly, I expect something in that vein. A more spiritual Japanese kind of deal. But that's really the reason why I think that. It's because of the Demon Slayer thing. In episode 18 of Zenkaiger, if I'm getting the episode correct, if that's the one with the ghost story,
it was,
that's where they hint at it. They bring up yokai for no reason whatsoever. They just kind of name drop it. And not that says anything, but it has happened in Sentai before where they've name dropped a thing and then it became the motif next season. The best example I can remember is in Deca Ranger. There's a random episode where Deca Red is protecting this sorceress or magician from outer space. It's a really, really weird episode. It kind of feels like it doesn't fit in the series. And then lo and behold, we got Magi Ranger the following year.
I was going to cite, I had a friend also share that with me, how it seems like that's something they're doing. The example they gave is that Die Ranger had an episode about ninjas.
Yep.
And I maintain that the writers from Geo, I don't think we're going to see proper series for them, but I feel like those elements have been adapted in different ways. The obvious one being Kikai.
Yep. I mean, it's a point. I saw somebody posted a really badly shopped image of REVICE versus Shinobi, and that made me chuckle.
I need that to happen.
I'm scared that some people in the fandom actually think we're getting Shinobi next year. Very disappointed.
Have you?
We don't. I could see them actually doing a REVICE versus Shinobi, like V Cinema or
do it like on
series.
Do it like on
because they just worked with the actor who is Shinobi in Saber, but
that'd be so fun.
That was really fun. I don't know. I do think that might be hinting at something that we've had Kikai now with the Kikainoids, and maybe we're gonna get some kind of ninja team next year. I mean, for me, Ninja needs to redeem. I mean, Ninja needs to be redeemed as far as redeeming the ninja motif, because that was a big hurt.
Couldn't get it right both times they used the suit.
I like how we're now using the press conference to promote Blu-rays. This is nice.
Oh, something's happening, I think.
Merchandising.
Oh wait, is there? I'm still okay. So I might be behind on the stream. Yeah. Okay. Here. Got it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see it now.
They're promoting all of their DVDs and stuff.
Oh, also, don't want to miss this. Ranger Liz in the chat thankfully said 80+ people are here. Make sure you're subscribed.
Yeah. And also, thanks, Liz.
Thank you, Liz.
Also, leave a like.
How are you feeling about High School Heroes?
Yeah, that's interesting.
I only just learned about it, so I don't really know anything. But hey, independent toku, I'm here for it.
So it's basically a production from Toei and Johnny's, which does like all the boy bands and some of the girl bands in Japan, which is why a boy band is basically the cast for the show. And essentially, it's about a guy who is a Go Ranger fanboy.
Oh. I just saw the Go Rangers in there, and I didn't expect that. So
so his father, kind of similar to Zenkaidra, actually, his father built like transformation technology, so they do become an actual Sentai team.
That's fun.
And it's they're fighting demons that kind of take on the look of the Go Ranger enemies.
I saw like the baseball mask there.
Yeah. So it looks really cool. It's going to be a drama, so it's going to be aimed more towards the adult crowd. It'll be on, I think,
like Tokusatsu Gagaga
Saturdays in Japan. So like early in the morning Saturday for us. It looks interesting. It looks cool. It'll probably only be around like 8 or 10 episodes. Something like that.
Well, hopefully someone subs it. I'm interested.
Yeah.
That's way cooler than I thought it would be.
They have back for season 2.
That's true. But I was going to say, some of these fan subs might have some room on their plate now. So they could sub something.
TV Nihon subbing the Waku Saber.
Man,
I got to watch this Ghost and Saber thing. That's online somewhere, right?
I watched the first episode of Walk Saber, and
how many dongs?
Watching that show.
How many dongs?
The
real bad.
It was bad?
It's bad. I mean, I guess if you don't understand the language, it's probably not that bad. But it's pretty bad. It's bad.
Acting
It's very, very obviously what it is not supposed to be, which is an adult. You know, it's an adult video. It's like it's a lead up to an adult video, and it's very obvious. That's what it is.
All right.
So you're saying it's bad because there weren't enough dongs.
The particle effects, like the editing, is really cool, but the choreography to me is kind of boring and shadow boxy, and I didn't enjoy it. I'm not knocking it for people who want to watch it. I can't. It feels too like.
So, what you're describing is it's like they took a porn and took out the porn, so you just get the bad acting.
Yes, exactly what he said.
So it's kind of like you're watching a lady just order pizza.
Yeah. That's a great way to say
or like a plumber shows up and actually fixes the sink and then leaves.
or is a pizza then for some reason goes to bed right after?
It's essentially like a 5 or 6 episode trailer for a porn.
What is this Udana thing?
That is a Kira Major spinoff for the otaku crowd.
Yeah.
See,
apparently,
so this is where the dongs come back and play.
Waku Saber is a porn studio doing toku, but that is a toku studio doing porn.
That is. We need to make a movie for the otaku. Hire Koichi.
Yeah,
that's what we get.
And then they're doing that whole ASMR thing for her too.
Oh my god, I'm telling you, you really gotta rein in your Sakamoto. You can't let him do too much. It gets real weird, real quick.
Like, well, the money keeps coming in.
No,
I mean,
this is exactly where you have him unleashed.
Ooh,
but
look at this new finish on these old shows. That's nice.
Yeah, it looks great.
That looks really good.
Okay, so there's the Saber and Ghost thing, and then there's also a Blades and Spectre thing.
Yes.
And that was all online?
I would assume we're going to get some kind of third.
I hope so.
Oh, yeah. The thing that was pointed out is that the Blades and Spectre one literally ends with revealing a final villain who's like a big wrestler. So it's like, they're doing it to part 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
And who do you think?
definitely going to be in Soto.
No, he
the
is
mainline
not.
Soto.
It's
Josh.
not happening.
That is absolutely what's going to happen.
So obviously we know the Ghost third rider. Who do you think they'll pair with him? Do you think they'll
Espada.
stick with green and green?
Espada,
But the colors don't match, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, like Ghost is orange and Saber is red.
But orange is close enough
all they
to
have
red.
to do is put Necrom in his Yujo Burst form, promote that premium Bandai set. That's like a gold form. There you go.
And hold on.
You're right. You're right.
I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't want it to be Espada because he's boring. So literally anyone else you want to choose. Give me Buster. I'll take Buster. Let's do it.
You're right, but also third rider. I mean, you know what?
He wasn't even around that often.
Let's have Buster in there as well because
third rider over Espada.
Honestly, yeah, I don't blame you.
You know what? Here's the compromise. Let's have Buster in there as well, so that we can just say, also, here's Necrom's sister actually doing stuff. There, we balance it out.
Here we go. Here we go. Something's happening.
Necrom had a sister until you just said that.
Once again, link right here.
Also, just make the Takoyaki lady a rider, and let's do this. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
I know she's dead, but I don't care.
I mean, how many characters are dead in Ghost?
There they are.
The heck?
Oh, he's got a tail.
This isn't a stage. This is somebody's house.
So this,
what are we doing?
I guess this is the bathhouse that they hang out at.
Oh.
I was gonna say that's a counter, so it's some kind of retail.
Yeah, so this would be like the base or whatever.
So that's onsen is really where that's their hangout spot.
Yeah,
I like the purple. I like the purple 50 on the two of their chests together, because Vice has the 0, and then Revi has the 5.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that means.
Revi's color scheme is probably one of the most original.
Yeah.
Just that. I like it's pink and blue, but it's also not pink and blue. I just
yeah.
This is Ichigo.
This isn't REVICE.
Oh, okay. Are we doing like a history thing?
Yeah,
probably. Yeah.
One day his suit just got better, and we didn't really explain
it. Then he got buff, and we never used it again.
Yes. We put him in a football suit.
You know what I don't like about the streaming service is the fact that it's very easy to accidentally click a different part of it, and then the stream just goes away.
Oh dear.
Oops. Good thing it's just apparently showing Ichigo.
So they're going through how Kamen Rider Henshins evolve.
Okay.
I.e. power up.
Yeah.
I see. Getting more and more greedy with their money.
But like originally, all we had was an Adidas tracksuit and some cushions from our outside patio furniture.
I love the updated logo with the Revi helmet on it. That's cool.
Who's this dude?
I don't know. Oh.
So I'm guessing they did this as a skit because they couldn't do an actual like press kind of thing.
Oh.
Because this is definitely
cut to last year when they had all of the Tokyo ska Paradise guys on stage.
Oh yeah,
that's true. And like none of them sang. There was only one guy that sang.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like you didn't have to bring them all.
No.
Oh, that was the other thing that we found out from the movie, which they just mentioned again. The bad guys are called Deadmans.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out they're all.
That's going to be frustrating to figure out how to spell.
I'm trying to figure out if.
So.
No, I'm trying to figure out if this is.
If the voice actor is going to have an on-screen appearance?
Yep, exactly what I was going to say.
Oh, okay. We're just
I
going
hope
into the
not.
trailer.
Okay. Anyway.
That's a demon, by the way.
Oh.
Great hair.
Yeah. Slick back.
Oh, I
Very
love
nice.
it now that it's hair.
So he made a deal with the devil,
Mm,
or a devil, I guess specifically.
very nice.
Ooh.
That said, the demon and his contractor.
They didn't want to do anything as complicated as sand anymore, so they just turned down the opacity on his layer.
Yep.
They did
And that was
something
that
with
other when we saw
the psycho shadow that
Oh yeah,
they did-
yeah, it is like
Ah.
that.
I was about to say they did a little bit more elaborate with Psycho Shadow, and then the next episode, no, we're not doing that. That's
so it looks like Vice is going to be doing some fourth wall breaking.
Yeah,
I was about to
absolutely.
say, I've heard from people who saw the movie that he sounds like kid-friendly Deadpool.
So how
That's
far
kinda what it
into
is,
the soda line do we get these guys? These little like troopers.
5.
That's
I'll say 5. No,
Stamp
wait.
Stamp
6.
9.
2 or
Stamp
3.
9.
2 or 3.
Stamp 6. I like that name. Stamp 6 featuring Decayed and Geo. And
Yes.
And
Zero
Ghost
one.
So those five people I think are part of the same family. They run the bathhouse.
Okay.
Oh, dude, check out this guy's hat.
Oh, hell
There you
yeah,
go.
dude.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
I'm
No
here for that
way.
sombrero. There it is.
Oh, I'm loving this.
Frio.
Nice.
The guy who's in a sombrero,
Ew.
his name is Frio. I'm assuming he has cold powers because it's
Yeah.
cold in Spanish, but I don't know.
You know.
Phoenix is the company
There we
that built
go.
the driver.
Deadman's.
That man has too many hair clips.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's this guy again. He stole them from
or
Philip.
just enough.
Ooh, bye.
Oh, well,
Oh,
That wasn't a bike so much as it was a stationary bike on a giant floating platform.
Hell yeah.
That way they can appear in more than 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that axe. I'll be
That's a
buying
cool
that
weapon.
later.
We have to get a license to ride on the road, but nothing said the sky.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah. For sure.
I wonder if they could use just an actual drone and some miniatures, like mounted on top of the
Possibly,
drone.
Yeah.
Well.
That's a life.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
now
yes,
we're
the
in
impenetrable
actual
glass walls that they put up. COVID can't get through those.
What's funny is if they don't show any of the other forms, we're probably going to get them leaked in like a day and a half anyway.
Oh, probably,
Fair.
yeah, for sure.
Do we want to take bets on how long that's going to take?
Are
you-
By the end of the
I
night.
don't know about bets, but I'm going to call probably Wednesday our time because
Wednesday?
it drops. The Terabikun drops on July
Oh.
30th in Japan.
Right.
So early
Okay.
release of that would be around Thursday, Wednesday for us. I'm going
Yeah.
to say Wednesday.
Okay, well.
I completely forgot that was happening this week. Yeah, of course.
You have the most educated guess. I don't think any of us have any better ones. So Wednesday.
he
I
didn't
mean,
want
we
to
could
take
be
a bet.
lucky and it gets dropped tonight. But I don't know. I'm feeling Wednesday.
Shout
That
out
makes
to
sense.
random guy walking back and forth in the hallway.
That is a. So I like. Is that Vice sneaking in the background? Do you see that?
I believe
Yeah,
so.
he's
Yeah.
behind the
That's
counter. Yeah. Oh yeah, remember when we put him on this poster 6 years ago? There he is.
I didn't say anything about it.
I do kind of dig that they did that, and at the same time, I also don't like that they did that because they did it and then didn't say anything
Yeah,
about it.
acted like they
I
did
really
it. Like, how does everyone know about this?
Right.
Put it on the poster.
See, I'm used to the Soto blog being like, by the way, did you notice something about the poster?
I mean, it was just pretty bold to get ahead of the leaks like that and just be like, "Hey, here he is."
Yeah.
I mean, it is an option. I think the reason that they even did this press conference so early is because last year, Terabikun leaked the hell out of Saber.
Oh.
It was like, and it was like a
The
week
day.
early too. Like it was really early. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I think the press conference was on like the 30th or something, or the 28th, and it came out.
There's a guy in the hallway again.
It was like
Cameo
5
appearance.
days before.
Right.
I like that dude's shirt, like the
So
like
the
the evil
name
organization
of
uniform.
the family that runs
Yeah.
the
Oh yeah.
bath is Igarashi, is their family name.
Okay. When's the last time we had a sibling for the main rider? Was
That's
it
a good question.
Dime?
Rube.
The main rider.
I know, but I'm just pointing out that it's just another similarity to Rube.
Oh.
Look for Kamen Rider REVICE.
So, Chris, does that mean your REVICE driver is going to break on screen?
Yes,
you
probably. Probably true. Oh no.
I'm actually kind of interested. Not that I'm buying it, but I'm interested in how sturdy that driver is. The way it flips around.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to probably pick it up maybe halfway through or something. But between lightning and stuff, I cannot do it right now.
Fair.
We've heard that before.
A guy, I think, it's the last time he had a sibling for the main.
Revi has sold his soul to the devil. I have sold my soul to Bandai Japan and their Zenkaiger collection.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
My stream keeps freezing.
Yeah,
mine just froze.
Me too.
Ooh, they got
video not found.
Oh no!
Well,
no.
Oh, due to author's right infringements. Shut down.
The assassins got to him.
Oh no!
Sentai really are ninjas.
When we find another stable link, we'll let you know. But so far, how are we feeling?
I dig it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's light.
I definitely light, and at the same time, I'm enjoying the fact that it looks like there's actual physical contact fighting from the get.
Yeah.
You know, there's some CGI in there, but there was actual choreo too, so that's exciting to me. I like the designs a lot. I wish they showed off some of the different forms, seeing as how the public in Japan has already seen the Decade one, so why?
Right. It's surprising they didn't at least show that. Yeah.
Unless they throw up, I'm sure the official websites will do some posters and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Actually check. Because that's how we got. I think we got revealed a couple of riders like that last time.
Because remember, they put up that poster. I think Austria with there was that kind of mural of all the riders or whatever.
Yep. Mm-hmm. What's interesting is the stream got taken down after the most interesting part. So now it's kind of
it's true.
I think the only other thing that they would reveal is the theme song, which
that's true.
Was rumored to be by the band Nightmare, but I don't know how valid of a rumor. That is. Let's see. Let's see what we can find.
Sure. I mean, I see a bunch of screenshots online right now.
Yeah.
And it's really all on the trailer. I'm here for the actual hoverbike. That's a good time.
Yeah, that's the cool thing. I like that Vice turned into that bike. I gotta get a good picture of it because it is supposed to be Pteranodon themed, and I want to see how that.
Like how it has the rider.
So with Saber's switch to Unreal Engine and all that stuff, I was really hoping. I was really hoping, hey, we do more bike stuff just in CGI, and then they just never brought it back.
Because I think even when they did the stuff in CGI, they were, at least for the first episode or two, they were actually doing some filming on the bikes.
Sure.
And I think they can only do so much of that. They have basically, unless they're going to go out and film the thing in their quarries that they always use, they can film literally one stretch of road outside the lot.
Sure.
That's kind of it. So they maybe can get. I mean, you got to think about how fast the bike goes. Even when you're filming it and you're slowing it down, you can speed it up after. It's still going to go really fast, and then you only have 20 feet, 30 feet where you can shoot it. That's 2 seconds on camera.
Right.
It's rough. That's all zoning laws and that kind of thing. I kind of wish in the future that Kamen Rider would like move production out of Tokyo and go like north or something when they went the bike stuff.
Sure.
But I don't know. I think they just don't see it as worth it, even though it is kind of part of
the namesake, the actual namesake of the show.
I don't know. I think it also depends on the producers in charge and whatever.
Well, it's like, and you'd think that the like toys would sell better, or at least the bike toys would sell better if you actually see it.
I mean, Kamen Rider prints money, but
right.
I do get the feeling that the bike toys don't really sell that well anymore.
Yeah.
Mostly because they're tied to cell phones, but also because you barely see them. Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if this is just them like, oh, hey, you know what's selling well right now? Drones. Can we put together a really shitty one and just put that on the market?
I mean, it's not that wouldn't surprise me if that was the reason. Just because that's usually how Bandai does stuff. Whatever is the zeitgeist thing at the time.
Yeah.
They'll throw in their show, even if it doesn't make any sense. That's how we got wrist changers in Sentai. That's how we got belts in Kamen Rider. It was just, this is the fashionable thing at the moment, and can we put it in the show?
What does that mean? Like, were wrist changers fashionable?
So,
wouldn't they be the ones to like?
At the time that wrist changers got into Sentai, wristwatches were kind of coming into popularity.
Oh, okay.
So the first wrist changers were kind of watches, like they were a watch wristband with like a little box on top of them. And then they evolved. They turned into kind of their own thing.
Well, I mean, a lot of the toys were even watches, weren't they? Like they double as watches.
Yeah. So it's interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if that's where it came from. I also wouldn't be surprised if they released a drone toy, like a drone-like toy for it. We've had toys from Rider in the past where it was like a remote control bike, that kind of thing. I could see that happening.
Sure.
In one of their things. Those stamps are large.
Yeah, they are. They're really big.
I feel bad for collecting them. They're cool, at least. They look like they could be displayable, but they are pretty big. There was a storage unit of sorts listed in the toy list.
Yeah, I'm curious how that's gonna look, because I think wasn't that supposed to come with the 01 one or something?
I didn't, because there was nothing on the details.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what comes with what. I assume that the decade form, the Megalodon, is Form A in the list.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that would be coming out August 7th.
Yeah,
that's pretty soon. And then also the RH, so the vinyl of REVICE should be out August 7th.
Yeah, I'll be getting that too.
But yeah, I don't know. I can't think of what the Daiza would even look like. Like, it would have to be different than the ones that we've had up to this point.
The way I'm thinking of it is maybe some kind of like, sort of like the panels from Build, where that kind of just clips in.
That's possible, because it looks like it is kind of clipped in on some rail. Now that I'm rewatching it.
Oh wait, so you actually got a look at the holder?
No, there's in the trailer when he like moves the stamp to move down the zero portion of the belts, you can kind of see there's the stamp's actually railed into the.
Oh, okay.
Because he stamps it on the one side and then he clips it in on the other
side.
They got a picture of the bike up. It looks ridiculous.
I love it.
It looked kind of crazy in the trailer when we saw it. Oh, there it is.
Really stupid.
Yeah, that's something. I mean, I can see the Pteranodon aesthetic, and
looks like an open waffle maker.
I can see.
Yes, it does.
It does. Oh, and you could see Vice's eyes in there too. So
his little head is poking out, but he's got like you said, the Pteranodon like crest on top.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out if the REVICE that we're looking at is the Pteranodon form or not. I don't. Maybe
it looks
not.
spiky.
I don't know. Someone was like, "Hey, what should his vehicle be?" And they're like, "I built this," and they're like, "All right, yeah, let's just go with it."
It's interesting. I'm wondering because right now the bike isn't necessarily even in the toy list, from what I remember, unless it is also again his phone. but because it's Vice, I don't know how they're gonna deal with it.
I think it's probably for the best.
Yeah. No, I'm wondering if maybe Vice, if they'll release like a set of armor for Vice and it'll turn him into the bike. But I don't know. That's a big honking thing.
I can still see them selling like an RC, even if it's not a drone. It's just like a little helicopter and it has the thing sticking out its back.
I don't know. They usually they got to release something that the whatever they're gonna call the figure that changes into the different forms, the deluxe figure. They got to release something that can sit on, or else it's kind of weird. But that's an interesting looking thing. Would you call? I don't even know what to call that. Is it a hover bike? I don't know.
It's a giant platform. It's not even a bike. It
almost looks like what you would have in like a rock show for your drummer to descend.
That's
what it looks like.
Terrible. It's like they took the wheels off a bike and jammed it on this giant flying oval. It's so bad.
Josh, you just posted a picture of a waffle maker?
Yes, you did.
It's so waffle maker. It's amazing.
That's all I see.
That's funny.
You're not wrong. It's bad.
That's kind of that. I agree completely.
Dang.
That's funny. Yes, I mean the only thing that I really want to see is those other forms. I don't need to see all of them, but I would like to see a couple.
Yeah, I really want to see.
Yeah.
Also, just kind of like a better like full body shot of the decayed form.
Yeah.
So how long are the conferences? Is it typically like half hour?
45 minutes.
Yeah.
30, 40. Okay.
But a good chunk of that is just them asking the actors about.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of Kamen Rider? And then their agent will make them say yes.
Oh, that's the guy running around in the back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Are you a fan of Kamen Rider? What's that?
Laser from Toei just shows up on their head.
Yes, I love it. Okay, it goes away. So.
I mean, like, I feel like we should at least wait until like.
We should wait
another like 8 minutes
ish, and then just see what pops up because they'll probably put some stuff up on the official website. We can at least talk about.
Yeah. Chris isn't having it though. He's out of here.
No, he's done.
You know what?
Yeah.
Chris is just. I think one of two things. One, he's just done with us.
Yes. Absolutely.
He's just really in the mood for waffles now. After.
I can't think of anything but waffles. That's what it really is. So I'll just be here making waffles. I just don't want you to see it. I don't want you to be jealous.
Of course.
I kind of would be jealous.
I'm gonna make waffles and then open it up all the way and fly to the store to get something else.
Waffles at 11:30.
I need a drink.
Great.
Kamen Rider Revice, sponsored by your local Waffle House.
Waffles are just dessert in the morning. Same with like cereal. Same with pancakes.
Dessert in the morning.
Yeah, that's what
I love that
is.
description.
You know what else is dessert in the morning? Cake.
Hell yeah, just regular ass cake
and cookies.
Yeah.
And any other dessert you want to eat in the morning.
Yeah, let me take a look on Japanese Twitter and see.
What's that? It's like Tessa or something. That's how we watched it last year. Yeah, whatever that is. Yeah, that's how we watched it last year. I thought.
It changes all the time.
Japan, why don't you just let us watch your things? Why are you so cagey about it? It's so weird.
It's weird because I feel like not last year. I think for 01, we did get it region free.
I feel like that was more of an accident, though.
Yeah, maybe.
But it would be like if Disney made Marvel movies and then was like, Japan, you can't watch them. They're just for us. We don't want your money. We don't care if you'll pay to see it. It's just for us.
It is very weird. And it's especially weird when you consider that they like want the brand to be global.
Yeah. But see, Chris, you're equating a successful company globally to just Toei.
Well, Toei is just dumb. But I mean, it's not even something that they make money on. You're not paying. It's not like someone's broadcasting it for free and normal people pay for it. It's just an online thing that you can watch.
Hey, thank you, Liz.
Thank you, Liz.
Liz has the hookup.
Oh.
All right. It's a Twitch.
This might have other people talking over, so
it might, yeah.
It might, but it'll work.
Liz, you're fine with us posting this link, right? That's okay?
Liz says no. Not
yeah.
Forget everyone else. I want to watch it now. This is a man on a horse. This is how I was promised.
Wait. Hold on. I'm watching a commercial.
Yeah, that's a man on a horse commercial. The Green Knight.
Oh, so you're seeing that one too, huh?
Right. That's what I'm saying,
yeah. Yeah, I had that before.
Secret book.
Ah, secret book.
Nothing more secret than putting the word secret book right on the front of it. It really keeps the mystery.
They should just put that on the Senki poster.
Oh, Vice is in the back now.
He shifted closer. Now he's in the front.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got
a little tail.
You know what? Maybe we should have considered doing this on Twitch, because then we could actually show it.
That's true.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, you don't.
There's always next year.
There is, yes. We're still on the, are you fans?
Yeah, everyone just
Sentai and
Rider.
Oh yeah, okay.
What's your first Kamen Rider? All that kind of stuff.
Liz saves the day.
Yeah, thanks,
Probably
Liz.
everybody does have like one that they did watch.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
I'm sure. Yeah.
I don't know. Some of the answers, because remember, this is all pre-screened by their agencies.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, right.
Anyone who's like a fan, you'll know because they'll like.
They go to like they go to Kamen Rider Revy. They're like, "What's your favorite Kamen Rider?" He's like, "Heavy Arms, bitch."
I just want one of them to say like Dragon Knight.
Oh, is he saying he turns into the bike?
He's like waffles.
Yeah.
So is this the dickhead?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is accurate.
I saw someone put a picture up and they just completely crossed him out.
It's also a ski thing. Sled.
Oh, it's a jet ski? Owen Wilson for Kamen Rider REVICE confirmed. Wow.
Yeah, this is literally just talking about the bike flying.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
What's up?
So they're saying, I think, if I'm hearing it right, it's hard to tell with the other people speaking over, but I think they're saying that they're using an actual like hover bike.
What?
Base for the CGI. So like the ski looking things, I think are part of an actual machine, and then they mapped the CGI on top of it. If I'm understanding what they said correctly.
Okay.
That's a lot of effort for 2 episodes.
Yep. We'll maybe see it.
Well, they just stole it from Craft Services, so it's fine.
They have to return it.
Yeah. Well, they can only use it for 2 episodes because the rest of the time it has to make waffles for the cast and crew.
That's right, yeah.
I'm trying to pick out like which guy is the second Kamen Rider, and I'm thinking it's the guy in the white suit.
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah.
He's got that look.
Oh,
Also,
Vice.
they sat Revive, Vice, and then him. So
That's true. Yeah. Either he's like the second rider, or he'll be like one later on.
yeah.
But knowing how rider usually goes, like 90% of the people in this this conference will be a rider by the end of the show.
Yep. It's definitely an interesting take on the idea because we've had. I don't know. I don't know if Zenkaidra was necessarily a test for this kind of thing, but I kind of feel like it is. Like having the, or at least Sentai's done it before. Rider hasn't really done it except for Deno, where you have like a suited character being a common rider, and we also had Disaster kind of do it for a little bit in.
That's
Saber.
true. Yeah.
It's interesting. It's a different take on it. So
yeah, for sure.
That.
Yeah.
So I assume I could see Soto doing a figure of Vice like just as he is before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. The first Soto, I forget the release date for it, but it does have a lot of. I don't know if they're figures per se, but I think there's a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like 12 or
12.
something.
Yeah, so that's
so
6 total figures.
One of those might be. I'm hoping one of them is Superhero Senki because I'll actually probably buy it if it is.
It could be, yeah. If not, that will be either that'll be in the REVICE line or there's still pretty much all of Saber's final box to be revealed.
Yeah, I think most, not most, but I would say there's a good chance like 30% of the first REVICE thing is Saber left over.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if this year was anything to go by, then yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the first Saber set had 2 Saber figures and 3 01 figures.
Yeah.
So.
I can't see them doing more than maybe Revive, Vice, and maybe the Decade form for that first.
I don't even know if we'll hit the Decade form.
Honestly, I'm not seeing that. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm 50-50 on that because you have to do both Revi and Vice for like every form now. So
yeah.
I want them to give me a breakdown of how much Vice's suit actually changes outside of him becoming the bike, because comparing him in standard form, the T-Rex form, with the Megalodon form,
it's very minor. I wonder if Soto would pack more than one of the forms for him in like one box, like one body and then like one. You know what I mean? Like
they haven't done that since Go, but Go was a anniversary rider.
Yeah,
they did it with 01 when they did all the forms at the beginning.
That's true. That was once. I feel like there's.
Well, I mean, I feel like it could kind of be like the Decade armor, where you got like stickers to do, sort of like that, but like
Well, like you guys were talking about how there are like evil riders that have the other ones. There are secondary, third riders that have the other forms, so maybe they could sprinkle those in throughout and have just one.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting year for sure, because
it
definitely seems like REVICE is gonna have a lot of stuff. Saber is definitely gonna have a backlog. Well, we know that Solomon isn't happening in the Saber line. They said that, so Solomon's being pushed.
01 still has.
Yeah, we have the new Vulcan and Valkyrie forms to do.
Yeah,
so
they got their work cut out for them.
I'm curious if Solomon will be in the. I don't think he's gonna be in the first REVICE set. The way they worded it on the blog. Oh yeah,
that's what you're wondering.
Oh,
not exactly sure why, but.
By the way, I was sorry, I've been quiet. Ever since the trailer got hit, I noticed it was pointed out. Real weird that this show has like a kind of a Spanish motif with the villains, considering the thing with the voice actor. It's like, I don't know how that's gonna play out.
I don't know. We've had this sort of Spanish motif with the one dude from Lupin Ranger.
Yeah,
that was an example pointed out. But in this case, it's like these are very, very almost Halloween costume level outfits.
Potentially, yeah.
I'm wondering if those three guys, the 3 villain riders that were rumored.
I could see that.
Oh,
yeah.
Just
if not now, maybe that's like a Q2 thing or something.
Yeah.
It's really going to depend on how they deliver these guys, because that could get it a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing where, again, the Japan being Japan comes into it. Like, and I said this on Twitter, so I'm not like going back on what I said. I find what Vice's actor has done in the past to be abhorrent. At the same time, if you ask I'm not generalizing, if you ask the regular 30-something Japanese person on the street if they found it offensive, I would bet that they would say no. That's kind of
that was my thing when it came to him. It's like, obviously, I do think what he did was wrong. I can see how he's probably not saying anything because he's just like, well, the thing is that he took down the photo when it was asked about it, and he's just been blocking anyone who's asked him about it further. Right. And I could see his perspective where he's like, I made a joke and people are mad for some reason. I could see that being his perspective, unfortunately.
So I definitely think that could be his perspective. The problem that I have with that is that he is half Japanese.
Yeah.
I don't know his personal story, so I can't like assume anything. But I don't know. I would.
He's half German.
Half German. I would assume that he would have a little bit more perspective on. That group.
Yeah. Some shit's like, going down.
Because I've experienced it myself. Oh, look, minions are kidnapping people.
Oh my god! They don't have pants. Did they just?
Yeah, she's dead.
Give them pants.
I mean, budget. Oh, here's Sombrero Man.
They can't wear pants. It slows them down.
Oh, I get it. They're called the Deadmans. He's supposed to be Day of the Dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's just Coco up in this bitch.
Yep. They're Cocoing it up.
Oh dear.
I like his like rib cage as part of his vest. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah.
That's actually making me okay with the design a little bit more, because at first I was like, sombrero, but that Day of the Dead makes a little bit more sense. And actually, the Dopants in Double had a similar idea to them, with the kind of death thing and mystical thing. Very.
Oh, they took the interview lady. Okay,
yeah.
That's what they took.
she's dead now, but that's a tight sombrero.
Dude, wait! They didn't even put the plexiglass like fake walls up. He just got right in her face.
Villains don't care about safety.
That's what makes them villains.
Oh, there they are.
Was that it?
Yeah, that was just a skit.
They're like, we have kidnapped you to interview us. We will stand here politely while you do so.
Oh.
Aguilera is that character's name. Olteca. Yeah, there's definitely a Spanish thing going on. And Frio, like I said before. Olteca. I'm wondering if they are the three riders and if there's some puns going on that could be related to.
I'm kind of sort of seeing slight animal elements to their like costumes. So, because I'm trying to line it up to the three rumored animals.
Yep.
Sure.
I would find that cool just because that would give us a female rider pretty early on.
That's true. Yeah.
And that would be cool.
Like the one dude with like the eyes and stuff,
and their suits are very obviously colored to one color, and that's telling.
Yeah. Like this just dude talking right now, like the eyes. It looks like the eyes and like spider kind of thing. Yeah.
Kind of looks like a mantis to me.
Yeah, I see that too. And then the other guy at the other end, he has like those eyes on his elbows and stuff like that. It kind of looks almost like a cobra thing on the top of the skeleton thing.
Yes,
So-
cobras typically have eyes on their elbows.
Well, that makes me think of like
All the ones I've run into have. I don't know what you're talking about.
Can you have eyes on your elbows if you don't have elbows?
Oh
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, they really make me think of
Matt
is
Hunt
the-
gets it. Why don't you go it?
They really make me think of like the evil Hibitsukai Silver from Q-Ranger.
Yeah,
That's
Oh, yeah.
true. Yeah,
I like
He's
the
like-
foot soldiers a lot.
I do.
they're
I hope-
having a
I-
great time.
I mean, I
back
hope we
there.
get to actually see them like on like certain shows that are maybe on now.
Yes. Yeah, when I got that in the soda line, I was like, "What is this?" So like, it's the foot soldier. I'm like, "Oh yeah."
I remember watching the movie. I'm using quotes because
yeah.
I don't want
The
to
theatrical episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And they showed up, and I was like, "Oh yeah, the minions from the opening."
I think they're
They're-
also
they're
in.
Are you
They're
talking
also
about the
in Superhero
Phoenix
Senki.
movie?
Yeah,
Yeah. With its complete lack of plot. I'm gonna blow something up. Well, you shouldn't. Let's fight about it, and then it's over.
I'd be fine with it if it didn't like actually come into being important in the
Ooh.
big arc of the show later on.
Anyone want to see some more stamps?
Sure,
Because we got a
Who's that?
poster.
Oh, okay.
nice.
Stamp it. Stamp it.
Stamp
Sure.
See
it.
if I'd be able to
Stamps.com.
show it on screen, too. We're not sponsored, Chris.
Oh shit. Well, we could
Wow,
be.
there's a lot of stamps on here. We're really gonna
Oh,
have
yeah.
to zoom in.
So
All
in
right,
the
hold on.
left hand
Here,
one. Is
let me,
definitely Decade.
Let me show it on screen.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
I see the
Wow.
lion
Oh wow! Look at that. Oh, I can see the Geo and the Brachiosaurus.
and the Brontosaurus one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So I'm gonna
then
call that rumor confirmed.
Yeah, I mean you can clearly see like the Geo elements there. Yeah. Oh, and Kuga.
oh
with the
yeah,
lion. Yeah.
dude, the mantis for in the Gaim colors.
Yeah.
No, hold on. I didn't even pull it up on the screen.
Is this one a fox? Is the yellow one a fox?
That's probably the jackal.
Oh, there's yeah. That's
Okay.
because that looks like X8's kind of.
And I see
Yeah.
the gorilla for build.
Yeah, that definitely confirming
Yeah.
that.
What's the
gorilla
white
for
one up
build?
at the
I
top?
thought
Uh,
it was supposed to be for Forza.
Is that? But it's blue and red.
I don't know.
You know,
That's-
sometimes the rumors they get things right, but there's a little bit of mixed messages.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at the two up at the top.
I,
There's like a.
I always
Same time,
imagine when that
Decade.
happens. Whenever that happens, I always imagine it's because someone was just kind of listening outside of the Bandai office and was just like, okay, I think I hear this. Okay, I'm writing this down.
The decade stamp though, like the stamp is decade colored, but the actual form is more purple.
Hey,
So-
can you guys see this
Yeah.
that I'm showing it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So look up in the top right, like
Top
right
right.
above. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's this gray and purple one that I can't
Yeah.
tell at all what that is.
Yeah,
And then there's the white and pink one that almost looks like a gorilla as well, but I don't think it is.
Well, that looks like an elephant to me.
that might be
Or
the
a mammoth.
Deno mammoth.
Okay.
Oh, look at the thighs up there.
Oh yeah, Phi's pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a pterodactyl. Okay, I was trying to figure
Yeah,
out. It's
yeah.
the wings are up. Okay,
This
I was trying to
looks
figure
like
out
a
what that
hawk.
is.
Oh, so yeah, I don't think the colors are exactly because if you look at the mantis,
Mm-hmm.
the
Where's that
Gaim, I
one?
mean, I guess Gaim's
Oh.
bodysuit is blue, but it looks different.
Okay.
You can see the Gaim helmet though.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean,
Right.
the helmets are yeah,
Oh yeah, the helmets are in the background. Okay.
yeah. That it was kind of hard to tell, like if the entire helmet was in the background, like when we saw that shark picture before. But like, yeah, a lot of these, the helmet's very obvious in the background.
Oh wait, are they showing a trailer thing again?
It's
Oh, what is this?
Looks
yeah,
like some
something's
kind of-
happening.
I think
Some
they're
kind of
showing. This looks
tape.
like a pre-planning thing, or
Yeah, is it like a table read or something?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I think they might be revealing to them that they're cast.
Those little plastic things piss me off so
That's
much.
cool.
I can't even tell you how those
Yeah,
do
this-
nothing.
behind the scenes kind of stuff.
Freaking sneeze
Okay.
guard.
Yeah, do you want to launch it like a projectile off this ramp on your face?
Yeah. It's like you're right, because air can't get in between that your face and the plastic thing that's 6 feet in front of it. It's totally gonna save you.
Man, this poster is pretty high def because I can
I know, right? It's pretty good.
What is that?
Hmm?
Oh. Okay.
Well,
Anyway,
time
back
to
to
make
the
this
image.
poster my phone background.
So what is this? Kuga Lion?
That's Kuga
right?
Lion, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then who's the Oh, X-Aid.
X-Egg, yeah.
That definitely looks like a fox more than a jackal.
Yeah.
It's theoretically it's neither. It's some kind of ancient animal, but yeah, it does look like a fox.
Decade shark thing.
What was the T-Rex again?
T-Rex is him.
Oh,
Yeah.
duh.
Right?
I'm like, what helmet is that?
See, that's my point too, though. Like the T-Rex stamp is red and purple, and he is not.
That's true, yeah.
So I don't know that the colors are necessarily a giveaway as to what they are.
Sure.
But it's interesting. So I think we can kind of safely assume that at least generally speaking, the other information is probably correct, with the rider being an owl and wizard themed, and then the trio of evil riders kind of happening.
So
yeah, I mean everything on that seems to line up.
I've also been having conversations off here, so that's why I've been quiet. At one point, I saw that there was like a toy listing from Granger. I don't know if you brought that up. I saw it very briefly and just thought that seems kind of short.
Yeah. So I posted the entire toy list on Ranger board and on my Twitter, so people can backtrack. I'll share it again. Well, I'll share the updated one when it comes out, but basically it was longer than the one that was floating around. But there's no RKF listed. So I don't know if that.
Well, they stopped in the middle of Saber, so I would assume that it's dead.
I mean, RKF more like RIP.
Yeah, that's true.
So I guess Dice is the people doing the theme song. So that rumor maybe Nightmare was
Dice.
Dice.
Which Ice? The Ice.
I believe
Obviously.
they sing the One Piece theme song right now.
Oh, okay.
So
they're good if that's them. If I'm not mixing groups up.
I like this is my new see every year at the press conference. Sorry, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say a friend was just saying that apparently that's a big name for Avex.
Yeah, they're big.
Oh,
it does say that it does. They did I think they just said that they're featuring another artist on the song though, so they won't be singing lead most likely. They'll probably just do the.
Oh, okay.
And they're probably not going to reveal who that is.
Featuring the voice actor for Vice. Alas.
It could be.
That's what I saw. It's just featuring Kimura.
Oh, that's interesting.
As rap.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Double the Unknown. That Twitch channel about to get a DMCA strike in a few days. Oh,
the opening is called Live Devil.
Oh, I guess he is singing it?
Yeah, he's rapping.
Oh.
Stop ruining everything.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is that it's made worse that considering everything, he's also rapping.
God.
That's going to be fun.
So it's apparently no mention of an ending theme. So hey, Saber did it once.
Yeah, I think
Saber
even had an ending because remember it's all like synergy on a corporate level. I think because they wanted Zenkaiger to have an opening dance, they gave Saber the ending dance to kind of make it feel more Sentai adjacent. And they took the ending away from Zenkaiger. I think probably because of the people working on the show.
Saying that Saber has a dance is very generous of you.
The way that I heard it described, I've heard the best description for it, which is that it's not a Sentai dance that you're meant to replicate. She's like, it's certainly a dance, but it's not one that you're supposed to dance along to.
Yeah.
It's too elaborate.
Stop TikTok.
Oh. I'll also say when I say that it's too elaborate, it's in the sense that every character is kind of doing a different thing rather than all doing the same thing. Anyway,
ceremonial transformation.
Here's a question, since we talked about RKF and the fact that it's noticeably absent.
Yep.
Do you think that Zenkaiger is the start of something? And we're going to see Soto figures on the main line, but with more paint.
I don't know, because
I mean, if they take the same approach as Sentai in terms of, hey, we'll take that mold and then do only what RKF will do, and basically just a gateway drug into getting Soto, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But the main issue I see is that I feel like with the Sentai Change Hero series, they really just wanted to make the transforming figures, and they were like, well, we gotta have a figure of our main ranger. Let's just take one we have. We already put our R&D into the transforming stuff, so let's do this, and then that's your base level. And it wasn't really hey, let's do Yudo but with more paint. It was, hey, what do we got?
That's true.
I have a feeling that I don't think the Change Hero series did bad necessarily.
He's doing the henshin.
Yeah, he is in the middle of it. I don't think it did bad, but I also don't think it did great. That's just like from what I've seen around. I think it's definitely a good option for the kids that are buying the show, because remember, we haven't had Sentai action figures since Ninja in the deluxe line.
True.
And Yudo and Soto are not for little kids. They're just
not. I mean, they're aimed at.
They're aimed, but I don't know. Like I get frustrated building them.
I would agree that it's not easy for them to do, but it is technically their response to that demographic.
I would say it's just having another option in the line. As to replacing RKF, I don't know, because I have never bought RKF, but I feel like the Change Hero series are not up to that level, even though they're both just regular deluxe lines. I don't know if they're. You correct me if I'm wrong, because I've never bought an RKF. I don't know if it's. Are they different than the Change Hero series? Are they a little bit more?
I mean, they're way different. They're like, I guess, more substantial,
high quality.
It's the material reminds me of some of the Bandai Power Rangers figures, where it's a little bit of that glossy, almost gummy plastic.
Okay.
It's also like unpainted weapons. It's
figures, but they're definitely not the most. I mean, they were doing. They're just not like. I wouldn't call them a deluxe action figure, even though they are. Whereas the RKF line looked like it was a deluxe.
It was serviceable.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know about replacing. I mean, maybe that is the plan, because with COVID and all the effects and after effects from that, there is a need to cut budget for sure. So that might just be what we're seeing. Like, I don't know if the RKF line is dead necessarily, or it's too expensive right now to produce. So they're just gonna lean on Soto and maybe introduce another thing. But there was nothing in the line except for the normal deluxe, like transforming, like put the armor on the rider kind of thing.
Sure. Right.
But no like deluxe figure listed. So we'll see.
Saber didn't even touch the final form with RKF, so I feel like
that's pretty surprising.
Yeah, you think there would just be a simple like recolor.
Yeah, you think they'd at least follow through, even if they were just ending it. But
I mean, a rider figure line, you don't skip the final form. I mean, that's like a weird one.
I mean, you say that, but then like, again, I think it's all pandemic related, because Kira Major, we never got a vinyl for Kirame Silver, like the deluxe.
That's
yeah,
true.
we still
That's
have it. Oh my god.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was
to
really
the point
weird.
where I bought the candy vinyl just because I wanted a representation of it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I mean, that's weird. That's bizarre.
Yeah.
Because
But then they went back and did
we got one of
the
Kirame
vest
Red.
form after that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a weird thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it required. I guess that was it.
Okay, yeah, the conference is over.
Yeah.
But that was
Until...
that was nice.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I think that there's definitely going to be some interesting conversations.
Yeah.
I don't know that. Again, see that's the problem. Toei making these decisions is probably not thinking about, hey, the foreign fans are going to maybe find this incredibly offensive. So that's a problem, I think, going forward when they want to be like internationally successful. Like this kind of stuff probably can't fly. If that's their goal, like if they're going to stay within Japan, I think Japan is Japan. And as much as people want it to change, it's not going to change overnight. And it's probably not even going to change in the next 10 years. Like that doesn't mean we shouldn't keep trying and you should voice your opinion and dislike of that if that's what you need to do. But I don't know. It's just a different culture. At the same time, again, if they want to be more far-reaching and they want to be global with Kamen Rider and eventually Super Sentai, maybe. Yeah, you can't do this. You gotta vet your talent. Oh my god. I ascended.
He's getting beamed up by a flying saucer.
Oh no. Fortnite?
That's right.
But yeah, I don't know. I had a good time with the press conference. There was a lot of I think the bike was really the only big new thing. We saw the gimmicks, but like
I mean,
I'd like to see forms rather than what the gimmicks look like.
There's not a lot. I mean, I think the stamps are a good design, but there's not a lot going on with them, at least not in that picture.
Yeah, it's
I'm sure
weird.
when you like actually get a like up close picture of them and you can kind of make out the rider helmet behind, they might be a little bit more distinct.
Yeah.
So right now, like they all kind of look the same.
So in seeing more of them now, are you in or are you out in terms of this line?
I mean, I don't collect. My first rider toy in like years was Superhero Senki. I'm not a rider collector because I have to put the budget where it is. I might end up picking up a Saber. Why am I blanking on the name? Saber's belt. I might be picking up Saber's belt just because if I can't display that ride book in a satisfying way, I might need it to complete the look.
Makes sense.
I don't know. Rider's always for me that kind of show where like if I'm in Japan, not that I can get there now with all the things, I'll pick up a rider toy if I'm like in the store and I see it. I just can't go all in, and the way that I collect, as everyone can see behind me, I'm like an all in kind of person. So I can't buy like one thing. Like if I need a reason to just buy the one thing. I can reason myself to buy the Saber belt because I'm buying Superhero Senki and I need it to display it. If I bought like one of the stamps, it's
all over.
I'd be done. So,
yeah.
I don't know. I guess it also depends on what Sentai is doing next year. Like this is the anniversary year, so they're crazy this year. If next year is like a couple of toys here and there, then maybe I can reason getting into REVICE because I am a big Dinosaur fan. I like when Toku does Dinosaur suits. I wouldn't be opposed to buying Soto maybe. Actually, because I really got into Yudo this year.
Hell yeah.
And maybe that's the gateway drug into Soto. But like I said, if Superhero Senki is in that first REVICE set, I will be buying that definitely.
Did you know there is Sentai in Soto as
Yes.
recently as 2 months
Yes,
ago.
I have them pre-ordered, so it's
Oh wait,
I think.
Wait,
what
what?
are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Recadizonto that just sort of showed up in Saber.
No. I'm talking about the Super Shoto stuff that is like eating away at my wallet.
Stratos.
No,
God, yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
But
I bought that too.
So I was really impressed, and they're not all like this, but I will eventually get to them at that point. I was really impressed by Biohunter Silva.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so good.
It's probably one of my favorite figures that I've ever gotten. Mostly because there's no stickers, but it's like it's out. They hit it out of the park with him. So
he's great.
Yeah, and they're perfect with the Super
I'm down
Mini
for that. I think the REVICE suits so far look really great.
I
The waffle iron bike is going to take a little bit used to. But yeah, no,
I love that.
I love it.
There's not even any whipped cream. 0 out of 10.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of where I am. It's play it by ear. Like I'll definitely pick up.
I think the bike just flew by.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Thanks to whoever drove past my street at midnight.
Perfect.
But that's where I am personally. It's kind of like a play it by ear. If I see that Sentai is going easy on me next year, then maybe I could find a place for like action figures. Soto definitely, because they're easy to fit into the shelf.
For sure.
But belts and that kind of thing, that's where it gets dangerous for me because that's a lot.
What, you're saying 01's like 13 belts was too much?
Just a bit. Are you saying Saber's 85 swords were too much? I don't know.
Oh no, Chris, what are you feeling? Are you doing stamps?
Do you have to ask?
That's fair.
Not every single Wonder Eye book.
Yeah.
So, you're doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. Josh, how about you?
Well, I mean, I usually get the main belts. Like I have pretty much every main belt from whenever I started watching. So yeah, I'll get the belt eventually. I definitely want the Gaim stamp because I get all of Gaim's Legend Rider gimmicks.
Oh, please, whenever you decide to make a video of yourself doing the transformation, definitely just
it's not even like blowing in an NES cartridge. He just like sexily exhales on it.
I will say that weirded me out a little bit because that's kind of X8's thing.
Yeah. I was about to say
it makes sense for X8. It doesn't make sense here.
No.
Why is he blowing into a stamp?
To me when X8 did it once.
Right.
Yeah, it's odd.
I don't know. Maybe we'll get context for it in the.
What you need to do is lick them.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
It's not like a postage stamp. It's like an ink stamp, right?
Yeah.
So there's absolutely no reason to blow on it.
There's no reason to have your mouth anywhere near that.
No, you should not be licking ink.
Yeah. Unless it's
children in
something
Japan
like
blowing on stamps.
Unless it's something like, you know how it's sort of devil related, maybe it's giving part of his soul away to use the device.
Oh, possibly, yeah.
Oh,
but
that could be it.
I just made it up. I don't know if that's.
I like it though. That makes more sense than anything else we've been presented with.
That's as good as a theory as anything, but
I mean that's just Vice's kink apparently. So
yeah, I guess so. Stamps.
Breath.
This is
Breath of the Wild.
This is gonna be
oh my god.
When it comes to the merchandise, this is going to be an interesting year. I had the same feeling last year where it's like we again are going into this without the proper toy catalog leaks. So it's like we're not going into this knowing exactly what the lineup is going to be for the next few
do we
months.
even know
so it's like
how much these gimmicks are going for this year?
That I do know for you. So it's 1,500 yen for the deluxe ones.
That makes sense.
Thank you.
And then the candy ones are 700 yen a piece.
No sounds.
And then there are no Gashapon ones yet.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, $15 for a.
I mean, that was like pro price.
Yeah.
Two things. One, I was actually speculating whether or not they'd be able to swing the Gashapon thing just because of how bulky it looks.
Yeah.
But also the other thing is at that price, does that mean the price for like something with electronics in it that makes its own sounds?
100%, yeah.
Yeah. So the deluxe ones definitely have lights and sounds going through the list of the toys that I have. But again, that list is very, very basic. There's no.
I mean, that all makes sense because like ride books are like half the price of that, and they didn't have lights.
Yep. So
And
this will
then-
have lights and
yeah.
sounds at least. I don't know to what degree. And I don't know that carries over into the candy versions. Probably not, I would say.
It's at best it will have sounds.
If that,
Yes, I would think sounds. And
Yeah,
then for
usually-
Gashapon- go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, usually with the DX, the candy toy always has like one less. So because the ride books only had sounds, that's why the candy toy and Gashapon had nothing.
Yep.
Right.
So like with the and $15 is about the price of a DX item that has lights and sounds.
And they also
So you
didn't
think
have,
about like
that, like,
Gashats and that kind of stuff.
yeah.
But those looked cool.
I feel like it's odd that there hasn't been any Gashapon listings yet, because like obviously you'd have to split the stamp like in half, but
Right.
they've
So
made it work before.
What it looks like for Gashapon is they're taking the ninja route,
Yeah.
where they're gonna release stamps in Gashapon under the sound item line, is what they're calling it now. But they won't work with the belts.
Like
So
just
you'll-
keychains or something.
Basically, so you'll have
Oh.
essentially a stamp, and it'll probably be around the same-ish size, probably a little bit smaller, and it'll have sounds in it, but you can't put it with the belt. It's just for a keychain or something like that. Unless they add it later, we have Gashapon listings through October. The November ones should be out within the next week or so. But right now there's no Gashapon. And then the candy one is not out until October, I believe. So that's kind of late, actually.
So take your bets on which riders get pushed to Candy Toy exclusive.
Agito, Agito. It's always Agito.
100%.
Yeah.
And then one of them will come with a shirt.
And then whatever Rye's
Yeah.
favorite is, Hibiki and O's.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
There'll definitely be apparel stuff.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
One of them will be Gombarizing.
Yep.
So, yep.
I know the deal. I know the score on this.
Well, dang. All right.
It's kind of interesting that like they, his first like form front and center is Decayed and not like Saber or something.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it's an
Geo
interesting
had
choice.
build first.
Yeah.
It's an interesting choice. I would say that probably indicates they're gonna save the Saber form for whatever team up movie they're planning. I don't. If
Didn't
they're
they tease like some kind of movie at the end of Senki? I thought I heard something about that.
Not to my knowledge, but I would assume. I would
'Cause I
assume
thought
they're
it
gonna
was-
try and do some kind of movie wars.
I thought I saw the other day. Was it Ika Devil?
Oh, maybe they did. I could
Yeah,
be wrong on that.
I think he said something about in his like review thread of Senki
Okay.
that they teased like some kind of like Kamen Rider winter film.
Oh, maybe. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's probably announced already, so
Yeah.
that would make sense.
They'll do
I would
the
assume that Saber form is going to be saved for that.
hmm
well, the Saber form will get used way later, and it'll look exactly like the Decayed form, just like for Geo. So it's fine.
Yep. Very likely.
Oh yeah, there's again. Sorry, I was reading other things. You talk about the movie trademark that may or may not be legit.
What?
That was fake.
Oh, cool.
Also, you don't have to.
That's because I had the obvious joke, the Trinity joke.
Right.
You don't have to apologize every time you stop to read something. Also, just so you know.
It's a busy time.
Yeah. But hey, did you guys have anything else before we like hopped on out of here? That was quite the conference.
Yeah.
Looks interesting. Didn't see as much as I'd like to see, but we'll see it
I agree.
eventually.
I agree.
Yeah, I was hoping for a theme song, but then no such luck.
Yeah.
Well,
Otherwise, pretty cool.
We got information about the song, not good information, but anyway.
I mean, like
What's-
Matt said, we'll see more in Telebikun or whatever it is, which one it is this
Yeah.
month.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't there more in terms of like
to see more though?
Yeah.
Especially again because like they could have given us a better look at the Decade form. They showed it in
Yeah.
theaters. Like it's not secret right now.
Right.
So,
It was like it's also like the second biggest stamp on the poster. So
Yeah.
it's like
It's also standard to be like, here's 3 forms.
right.
I mean, they
It's a
could have
little
even
weird.
gone the O's route where they just had a bunch of cardboard standout, like standing on the stage.
It's a little weird. I just want to also caution people, not caution, but just so that if for those who haven't looked at the toy list, you are looking at least at 2 belts for quarter 1. So
take that. Be prepared.
Yeah, all right. So guys, I guess that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. A special shout out to first Liz for actually making sure we got to watch it.
Yeah, she saved the day.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you.
Yeah, that was I do want to say that was from twitch.tv/Tokusen Peru. So thank you for streaming that.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for the bold dude that was like in the center there who actually picked his nose in front of 200 people on stream. That was an interesting thing to see.
Oh boy.
But hey, also I want to thank our 2 guests here on Soda Pop, Matt Hunt and Chris, for jumping along and hanging out with us.
You guys.
It was a good time.
You're not welcome.
Okay, well, fuck you.
Perfect.
And then, obviously, this is on Soda Pop. Check out Soda Pop if you would like. If you liked our tangents talking about Candy Toy, this is the right place to be. We got plenty of Discord stuff going on. We got plenty of Twitter stuff going on. All of the things. Everybody's links will be in the description down below eventually at some point. I'll put them down in there. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep it. Right. Okay, nobody wants to say goodbye. All right. Bye, everyone. See you guys.